All right, good to be back here again. So today is the 30th of May when I'm recording this video, and it should be out in June. So this is my sixth video for the year 2023, and if you've been following the journey so far, I'm sure you would have gained one or two things so far. So today I'm going to be talking about phobias and overcoming fear through deliberate action. And I hope I'm able to keep it within the 10 minutes to say what I'm going to say. So today I'm going to be talking about phobias, and how will I start? There's something I want you to understand. Everyone has fear in them. So don't think, oh, when you look at people, even me as I am, I have my own fears, but it's all about me knowing myself and overcoming my fears deliberately. So let's go back to the topic of today, phobias and overcoming fear through deliberate action. And I'm going to talk about the 5 types of phobias, and you might have come across it, but today I'm going to expatiate more on the 5 types of phobias. So by the way, I have a few things I'm going to talk about here. So the first type of phobia is arachnophobia. I don't know if I'm pronouncing it well, pardon my accent, but it's going to be on the subtitle. Arachnophobia, which is the fear of spiders, and ophiphobia, which is the fear of snakes, and how do you call this? Is it acrophobia, which is the fear of heights, and agoraphobia, which is the fear of open or crowded spaces, and claustrophobia, which is a fear of small or enclosed spaces. So now that you've known this type of phobia, I want you to pause this video a bit and tell yourself the truth. Which of those phobias do you have? Me, from all the phobias mentioned, I have acrophobia, which is a fear of heights. And just a short second before we proceed, I'm going to tell a story on how I was able to overcome the fear of heights. It's something that if I live in a skyscraper apartment, when I'm on top, I'm always scared. But you can, if you understand yourself well, you can manage that fear and overcome the fear. So I think, was it last year? Yeah, last year around October time, I went for a trip with a couple of friends to Wales, North Wales, in the United Kingdom. And I went for a trip, and in that trip we went for quite an adventure. And the adventure we did was a zip lining. I don't know if you're aware of that. A zip lining adventure. So on that zip lining adventure, we did it in, there are different type of zip linings. There are some zip linings that are outdoor, but we did the zip lining in an enclosed space inside the rocks. And it's not something that I've done before. I've never done it before, but I was able to manage myself, and I was able to learn very fast, and I was able to explore doing it. And it was a course of like 2 hours to complete the task. And after that, the team I went with, one person backed out. The person could not go. One of the friends backed out, and the other of my friends, we worked as a team and were able to push through that challenge. So what I'm trying to say is for you to learn from me. I have a fear of heights, but I was able to manage my emotions when I went for that adventure, and I was able to learn and go on the adventure. So it goes back to the topic today. Everyone has fear in them. It's just all about you knowing the type of fear you have in you and take deliberate action to overcome that fear. So I think I've said quite enough. I'm going to add a few ways on how you can overcome fear in the description below, the description of this video below, and I'm going to read. I think there's this very nice book. This very nice book for those that like to read. I've always been plugging you guys to books. So for those that like to read, I would suggest this book. This book is going to teach you about a whole lot of things that you can implement in your life. And in this book, Shanzu, Ladzu, is it Shanzu or Ladzu? Pardon my accent, but me, I based on the way I understand English, I call it Sun Tzu, but some people call it Ladzu. So Ladzu has this very favorite saying, and he said, if you know the enemy and know yourself, you need not fear the results of 100 battles. If you know yourself, but not the enemy, for every victory gained, you also suffer a defeat. If you know neither the enemy nor yourself, you will succumb in every battle. So if from this statement, it's all about you, the main thing, you have to know yourself. You have to always discover and know yourself, and ways on how to discover and know yourself is by reading and implementing and getting opinions and advice from people. Always be listening to people, because most of the time we feel we're right, but it's not everything they will right, or you have to always listen to people. So if you know yourself, self-mastery is one of the best things that over time I've been able to do. I really know myself, so I'm able to manage my situations and thoughts when fear comes. So I think we're going to wrap the video in a bit, and this will be entering June in a few days time. I think just like 2 days, and I want you to let me know in the comment section of this video, what fear do you think, what type of phobia do you think you have, and how, from listening to what I just said, getting one of 2 ideas from what I just said, how are you going to manage those phobias going forward. So I think that's all for now. Thanks for listening, and I'll be dropping this video. Is meant for June, but I'm recording it early. I normally record my video at the beginning of the month, but I got lots of activities to do, so that's why I'm recording this video early. But I'm going to be dropping another video in July, and it's going to be really exciting. And if you've been following the journey so far, I will encourage you to subscribe to this channel, because a whole lot of content are going to come on this channel. And that's it. I was able to keep up to the timing. Bye for now.